Hi folks, Sleepless Night here. Just before the gameplay video starts, I'm going to give you a bit of an announcement, not quite as big as the dramatic scenes on your screen at the moment are showing you. I've actually put that on my screen to limit myself to the amount of time that it runs, which is less than 3 minutes. If you can't wait 3 minutes and you're only here for the Kingdom Come Deliverance videos, you can skip ahead to the number of minutes I'm going to put on the screen at the moment. But future gameplay videos will be coming to you from a different channel. So if you're interested in when and where and why that's happening, stick with us for a moment. Basically, Sleepless Night's been here for quite some time. We've been here for 11 years now. Since 2007, we've done the Lord of the Rings done in 60 seconds video for the Empire done in 60 seconds competition. We've done other Sweden movies. We've done Apollo 13 in 60 seconds. We've had a brief go at Stephen King's Misery in 60 seconds. Now, many of the crew that I have probably won't remember that because most of the work was done by me and it ran into all kinds of complications before any acting was ever done. So that's just one of those examples where I do an awful lot of work with nothing to show for it. But we've had a tremendous amount of fun at Sleepless Night, which I hope that you can see on screen at the moment. And even though my crew are basically now scattered all over the place, one or two of them are still around and still help me. And we really do hope to do great things with Sleepless Night in the future. However, so that there's not this echoing vacuum just waiting for us to do these marvellous great things and get all the equipment and things necessary for us to do them, what I thought was I wanted a place to put some content on there while I don't have the equipment, but I still have video games and a capture card. You know, there are things we can do without a video camera, and that's why I decided to make a dedicated gameplay channel for Sleepless Night. And I'll put the link down in the comments section below, and I'll try and put it on screen as well. And that'll be Night's Arcade. So this will be the very last gameplay video we put on Sleepless Night's channel. There'll be other things coming back to Sleepless Night's channel in the future, so if you're interested in that and sort of the fun that we've been having over the years, we've done a lot of fun things, and if you're interested in seeing future things that we're going to do, like seeing me get hit by lightning and things like that, then, keep this channel there. You'll get updates, hopefully, where we do put things on. Eventually, I want to put more channels, add different channels for different topics, but the gameplay channel is going to It's going to have a bit of a bumpy start until the end of the year. I'll try and put as much gameplay on there as I can, but hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be in full-on gameplay mode. We'll be doing reviews, we'll be doing reactions to trailers and things like that. But for the time being, you can find the rest of the gameplay videos on Night's Arcade, and then stay tuned to the Sleepless Night channel. Thank you very much. Back to the gameplay. See you next time. Hello there, Sleepless Night here, back in Talmberg for I guess this is going to be, the fourth episode? The fourth episode! So far, I've not been impressed with this game. But if I'm perfectly honest, it is a truly immersive role-playing game. I mean, this is, in some ways, I'm not sure it's really my thing necessarily, but in some ways, this is what all RPGs should be. I mean, it's completely immersive. You really, really have to work to get better at stuff in this game, and it takes quite a long time for anything to happen.
You're him, right? The boy from Skalitz?
I am the boy from Skalitz, but I'm talking to people right now. Can you just leave me in peace? Thank you. I realised that the fact that I'm useless at this probably says more about me than it does about the game. And with that in mind, I've decided to rebrand these as the continuing saga of Hopeless the Adventurer. Because, if you're going to be useless at something, I figure, might as well make it look like it's on purpose. So, with that in mind, let's me try to work out what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? Right, let's have a look. So we should have quest log. Let's go to the quest log. Vengeance. Markwart von Auditz. Awakening. Go to Perkstein. Where is that? Ah, in Ratai, yes. To see Sir Radzig. Yes, you see, I went there, didn't I? Yeah, I went there. So, you know, not been great so far. The last episode ended up with me completely failing to do this good thief quest here, which is find the ring hidden in the executioner's house and steal it, and ultimately ending up beaten and in jail again. So, let's see what completely useless adventures I can get into today. Vengeance. Talmberg. So, am I not supposed to be here then? Is that the thing? I suppose I can go back to Radzig, can I? Maybe I can, yes. Radzig, lower gate. Now that's... oh, it was red. I guess maybe that's where I came from directly the first time. So, what we're going to go back to Radzig. I don't know what I've come all the way here for, to be honest. But we're going to go back to Radzig and... ooh. And let's try... I don't think I've... you know, I've just got out of jail there, so I don't really think that there's any reason for them to lock me up again at the moment, since all I've done since reaching Talmberg is to look around, but in my case that may be enough to get me arrested, who knows. So, you know, tuck yourself in, sit on the back seat, examine. Success! At? What was I successful at?
Stop and talk a while at least.
Stop and talk a while at least. Talk to the beggar.
What's it about?
I have a wonderful offer for you. The deal of your life. Are you interested?
Wait. If this is another one of those sofas you sent me out, frogs
Right.
in it. Come on.
Show me what you're selling.
As you wish.
The third and last in the line of demonic dice. Well, even if I actually wanted that, which I don't, I don't have the money for it, so, you know. I should probably check before I set back off if I'm... How hungry am I? Oh, I could do with some food, yes. The roast duck is almost certainly quite unwell by now, yes. The radish isn't terribly fresh either. Or the pretzel. Let's leave those there. Oh dear. So, pretty much all I've got really is dried fruit. And now I don't have any dried fruit. I'm not going to eat the mushrooms, because with the nightmares and stuff, this game's been trippy enough as it is, without shrooms. So let's carry on. Yes, so, you know, sit back, look out the window, play I Spy, whatever. I'll wake you up when we get there. So here we are back at Radzig. He can't arrest me this time, he just released me from jail, so... Let's go inside, shall we?
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabiller of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship? And what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yes. It's not really all that surprising, is it? Who's this fella?
Hal! What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story.
Well, I've
What
been
about
killed
you?
a couple of times, so
How did
you're
you
not
get out of Skalitz?
altogether wrong.
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape.
Oh my god!
The entire
He's
village
some sort of
slipped away
genius.
as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
Okay. Activity giver. Should we go in? Should we go and see the activity giver? Smith. Wait, where are you going? You must just get robbed all the time with that sort of attitude.
Good health to you.
Well, yes, but in order to assure that, I kind of need some... Hey, tell me a bit about... Oh,
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict, but just. Thank God for him. You don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzig, so you don't see no one attacking us.
What's life like in Rattay?
Good. Or it was till them refugees came. Still, we're better off here than most places.
I see how it is.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
I see. Okay, you know, I'm one of those rabble, right?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
I see what they're doing here, yes. Right, got it. Well, you know, frankly, I'd knock you on your ass, but I am completely useless at it, so you got lucky today. Looks like you made enemies with precisely the right guy, because he can't do anything to you if... A grocer. Okay, I should probably go and see Snooty What's-his-face. See what he's got to say for himself. I don't really know how to get in there, but... These guys aren't going to want me to go in there, are they? Okay, here we go.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
Bandits attacked me in Skalitz.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you expect to find?
I needed to bury my parents.
Oh, I see. Your father fought like a lion.
He did,
I'm sorry.
yes. I'm beginning to think I'm not his kid, actually.
And not just yours. He was a good man, and you did right to bury him.
I didn't even manage that. I failed to save him or put him to rest.
Yeah, that's
And
actually a
just
good
what could
point.
you have
You
done at
did
Skalitz?
fail to bury your parents.
If you tried to fight, the both of you will be dead.
I
He gave
even
his
failed
life
to
for
do
yours,
that.
Hal. So you'd better make good use of it.
You're right. And just what are you doing here?
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
But guess
I
what?
don't see any sword.
Well,
No,
there's the thing.
bandits attacked me and stole
I
it.
failed to do that.
I need
also.
to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Of
Thanks.
course. He didn't say that with enough sarcasm, I don't think. Of course you are, Hal. Sure. You're gonna find the sword, bless. You just pat me on the head or ruffled my hair or something. Okay, so... Do what? Pinch a little bit of the... Hello? I have to go and find his lordship. Anyone know where I might find him? Yeah. No. Ah, I seem to have found it.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Birkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone,
We could
Father.
have a drink
I believe
sometime.
Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't
like the
think the
hand
lords who
gesture there.
sided with Sigismund realised just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his
Oh,
due,
you're a
I
monk.
don't
Have you
think
not
he
read the
expected
Bible?
the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
You've no business
just
here.
wandering
Clear
in your
off.
pyjamas.
Wait, it's Henry.
Why am I
Henry,
dressed like this
who
anyway?
disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Talmberg.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man. And your mother, she was remarkable too.
Hey, oi, oi.
They deserved
oi.
a Christian burial.
Oi.
Did you manage that at least?
No.
No.
I was attacked by thieves.
I love the way he says, do you
I wouldn't
manage
be
that
here
at
now
least?
if it wasn't
It's
for
almost
that
as though he
girl.
knows me. Can you manage that? No.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life.
Quite.
She distracted them and then brought me to Ratai. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory
Oh,
for them.
God.
Big
I might have
quiet
known the
fire.
religious chap and
I didn't
bang on about
invite you
that.
here to
That's a
eat
bit
me
you
out of house
concentrate
and
on,
home
isn't
and
it? Not
deliver a
the
sermon while you
deaths
were
or
doing
the
it.
killing or...
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves.
Yeah, that's cool.
I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
Well
If there's
said.
anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may. Why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've
Well.
lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms,
Oh, yeah.
a horse.
Nope,
Or
yep.
do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please,
I
take
probably
me into
couldn't beat
your
him at
service and
that,
give
to
me
be
the chance to
perfectly
learn
honest with you.
these
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir
What?
Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything? Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination.
Good, because they're about the
Besides,
only
there was a
qualities
fine
I've
sword that
got.
his father made.
That other stuff,
If he thinks he can get
soldiering,
it back,
that's
I
not
won't
me, I
turn it
guess.
down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not?
Listen,
Someone
I'm not very
made a
good at
priest
fighting,
of
but
a
I'm
pig.
pretty sure I can take
He
you.
isn't a
Somebody shut
peasant,
that
father,
guy
he's
up.
a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Ooh.
Oh, I probably will.
Yeah, you probably will.
I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh,
Henry, this is the
Fortune
voice of
has
your
finally
conscience.
Smiled on you today, lad.
He will regret
Make
it.
the
You
most
know
of it.
that.
Now that I
Don't
think
lie.
about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. Bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
No, I don't imagine he's
Rely
going to.
on it, sir.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Yeah, pretty sure you will. Anybody eat that suckling pig? Badunk. Awakening completed. Well, now you see, that's actually a mark against the useless thing, because I've completed something. So, go to the training ground and talk to Captain Bernard. Yes. Because up until then, I've gotten 2 achievements now for doing missions, which were relatively simple, but still took me forever. And the only other achievements I've gotten is for one for being thrown in jail repeatedly, and another one for eating too much, so... The archery range. Well, it might be helpful for me to learn to use a bow. I mean, it always was better with ranged weapons than melee weapons, but it's not always going to be practical to use a bow in this game, I guess. So let's see. A cobbler. Gobblers. More beggy people. Tavern.
Be a bit more careful.
A fast travel point. Right. Where's the archery range? Must have been inside there somewhere, I guess. Okie doke. Combat arena. There's nobody here. Is it too late in the evening for combat training, or what? Ooh, what's going on here?
Judging by that ugly gob, you must be Henry.
What do you want with me?
Miller Peshek described you in detail, and he was also pretty clear about what we should do to you to jog your memory.
Huh? I don't understand.
They nursed you back to health at the mill, and somebody had to pay for it. Or have you hit your head again? I can't
No, I haven't
even
hit my
remember that.
head. The
Well,
last person that hit
don't
my
worry.
head
We know
repeatedly
it's you.
was the executioner he sent me to steal from.
Sirs, you aren't the first to mix me up with this Henry fellow. I'm sure you don't want to end up at the bailiffs for harming an innocent man.
Of course.
Hey, look at that.
Forgive me.
It
You're
did
another
something
Henry.
right.
When you see the real one, tell him to get some grocery ready. Or we'll rearrange his face for him. Hey.
Miller's debt collectors. I've got no shoes on. Dog. So what, have I got to come back here in the morning, I guess? Is there anywhere I can sleep? I guess not.
My heart bleeds for you.
Oh dear. Guess what, folks? I have a
can't pay
feeling
that.
I'm going to jail.
You don't pay? You go to
Again.
jail.
Put me in jail then.
You love it there. It's all set up specially, just for the likes of you.
Yeah. I know you have to do this threatening thing, but I hate to spoil your day. This is not my first time in jail. Not entirely certain it's my first time in jail today. Why is it raining in jail? Well, that doesn't seem right, does it? Did I at least get any sleep? Well, I don't know what this jailhouse thingy perk is, but I should probably find out, since it seems like I'm going to be using it a lot. Should I steal from this basket? No, let's just get out of jail.
I feel quite hungry.
Well, yeah. That'll be because you haven't eaten anything. For, I think, about 3 days. But I don't know how we're going to get any food other than nicking it at the moment, so... Let's just go out to the combat arena and do a bit of training. Ideally, I wouldn't train on an empty stomach, but you know. Well, those guys were coming for me again there. Don't know how long I could put them off for.
I feel quite hungry.
Yeah, I know you're hungry. What do you want me to do about it? Oops.
Debts must be paid, boy. And if they aren't, you know how the story goes.
I don't have the money on me. Can Peshek wait a few more days? I'll pay everything back.
He can wait for a little while. But you'd better watch it, because next time you'll take a beating. What is it?
Just go away. Are these blokes ever going to turn up to the combat arena? What? I mean... Come on, I'm here. Captain Bernard. Is he actually ever going to turn up? Oh look, here he is.
Christ be praised.
I'm here for training.
There's nothing I can do for you here. Come when I'm at the combat arena.
What?
Very well, sir.
We're at the...
Could do with a bite to eat.
Well, I don't think you've got anything, so there's that. Nourishment. Maybe nourishment just a little bit. Right, now you're at the combat arena. Jake, are we going to train now?
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig said.
Yes.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, if that's what Sir Radzig wishes.
Okay.
And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself.
Okay. I would rather not have to repeat this again either, but...
So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it.
At this point in the game, I'm going to end it, and the reason is because here is where I discovered that perhaps I wasn't quite as useless as I had first suspected. I discovered during this lengthy combat training that my game the combat system was bugged somehow. I was doing all the same things I'd been doing at the beginning, but I wasn't landing any blows. Now, the reason I'd noticed that in training, but not in combat, is because the combat in this game is actually quite difficult, so it is just possible that you're completely useless if you're not landing any blows. In training, however, they just stand there and they'll take a stance and they'll ask you to hit them with certain kinds of blows, and they will keep walking around you and they won't move until you've done that. So it took me quite a long time of trying different things and hitting blows and following the instructions on screen precisely before I realised that the difference between this training and the training that I did the first time was that this time, no matter how carefully I followed his instructions, I wasn't managing to land a single blow. I wasn't managing to keep contact with him. I wasn't managing to hit him with the sword. And Captain Gerard's combat training is actually quite extensive, so this took quite some time. Now, the really good thing is that when you come to the next video after this, things have changed up, and now that I've sorted out that the combat system was a problem, things have really started to move along. So I went online, I looked some stuff up, and it looked like I was going to have to wait for the next update, which wasn't due for another 2 weeks. So that's why I disappeared, and that's when I started deciding that what I could do with this time is make a dedicated Let's Play channel. So that is why all that has happened, and that's where I've been. Fortunately, when I reappear in the next video, you will see, I think relatively quickly, that things have changed, and things now start to move along. So, I apologise for having put you through all this, but I didn't realise until this point that there was a bug with the combat system. Fortunately, I've now sorted it, and everything will work fine. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care until then.